Okay, here we go. Emirates Business Class. Hi, Michelle here from Travelling Over 60. Come join me on this adventure. Hopefully you've started the adventure with us with this video. And if you need help booking or packing, watch this video. And if you're not familiar with Sydney Airport, have a look at this video. I just show you where we went when we walked through the airport to our gate. Oh, and also a tour of Emirates Business Class Lounge. But now it's time to join me for the Emirates Business Class experience. Okay, so here we go. Just need boarding passes. Poor hubby's got both suitcases. And then we're going down there. Now, they're going that way. And we're going to the right. I feel so special. I normally walk past this doorway. So business class is a bucket list for us. We'll probably never do it again. But it's exciting. As you can see, we can still see the economy people to the left. Poor hubby. I do take one of the carry-on bags when we're getting onto the plane. It's a bit hard to fit them down that aisle otherwise. Now's a good time to mention it's quite a way to walk right up to the plane. And if you think that you can't manage that, you might like to organise a wheelchair. But otherwise, it's flat ground and there is a handrail to hang on to. Now, if you think that you can do this walk but you need a little extra time, mention it at check-in and they might be able to organise for you to get on before everyone else. We're going upstairs. Well, to the upper part of the plane. It's actually a ramp we're walking up. Here's a little look at the wheelchairs. Now I just want to mention here, look at this carry-on bag. Upright, 4 wheels, just wheels it straight on. Okay, so now I've got to say, we don't like our carry-on bags. They only have 2 wheels. I don't know what I was thinking when we got them. Or I do. They were the only ones we could buy. We like the size, we like how they pack, but we hate how they wheel. Once I show them, I can take it. Here we go. Watch your step. Sorry.
Hi, come over, 2 of you.
Yes, thanks.
Yes, and you can go both on this side.
Great, thank you. Now this is where it got tricky. I had to drag my bag around the corner and then up the corridor here. It only wheels on 2 wheels, not 4. Hello. Now we weren't sure if we would have overhead compartments. Some videos showed there was none. They are the newer planes, but ours has overhead compartments. And here it is. This is hers, and that is his. And that's where Warren's going to be. Let's take a look. Here we are. I'm in 9A, so I'm closest to the window. Here we go. And then Warren's right behind me. Let's have a look, hubby. Say hello. Here he is, he's checking everything out. Taking a look here. Let's have a look. Great big compartment in there. I'll show you. This is our bedding.
Is that right? Yeah, did I say 13?
Oh, it's very soft. would be great. Put that in there. I'll put my bag in there and get a blanket. Blanket. Pillow. Let's have a look at the pillow. Okay, let's take a look at this. We get slippers and an eye mask. And these will be our headphones in there. And over here, this is a little mini bar. I'll just lift that up. You can see we've got some waters and some snacks at the back, but I'll show you that later. Here comes our welcome drink. Hello.
How are you? May I offer you some fresh orange juice, apple juice, vodka, or champagne?
I'll have apple juice, please. Thank you.
So have Mr. Woodhouse.
Yes.
On board.
Thank you.
My name is Maria. I'll be assisting you today. Anything that you need, just let me know, yeah?
Great. Thank you so
You'll
much.
find the lounge and the toilets this way as well.
Great. Thank you. Well, that was lovely. Now, we could have had champagne, but I sort of feel like best to avoid alcohol on a plane. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you do? You can see here, I will show you all of this a bit later. Let's have a look out the window. Lucky I'm right close to the window. I'll show you this now. Oh, it's because we're about to take off. You can't show that. Next came some warm nuts, and they were delicious. Then they brought us some menus to go over, but we did pre-order our food. Let's take a closer look at that. Jump back a week ago before we left. We went on the website. You can also do their app. Went on to manage your booking. You can see there's lots to read there. Also look at the headings across the top, those tabs there. They talk about your baggage, your visa and things like that. Now go across up higher onto experience and then come down and look, business class. We clicked on that, went across, watched that video. We were in A380, but if you happen to be in a 777, they have a video for that too. And then you can see, manage your booking, pre-order your meals, and that's what we did. Okay, now if you want to see what the food is, you go back to experiences, in-flight experience, business class dining, and it opens up this page. You can go through and look at all of this. We did a long haul flight, so we clicked on that, and you can also pre-order your meal here on this page as well. Now scroll down a little further and you can read about late night dining, the different things on board, their lounge and things like that. Now I'm going to leave you to read all of this, and I'm going to suggest that you do it as soon as you book your flights. Now you can't book lots of things that early, but at least you'll be prepared with the information. Time to jump back on board.
So please make sure you have your seatbelts fastened at all time whenever you are seated, even if the seatbelt sign has been switched off. And Gonzalo is flying us today down to Dubai, so he will give you another update on the weather and arrival time at Dubai just before we start our descent. So we hope you enjoy your journey with us and wish you a pleasant.
All that's left to say now is cheers. And while we were soaking up the moment of where we are and what we're doing, we managed a selfie. Oh, and here they come with something else. Take a look what they've just brought me. An amenities kit. Now, I apologise for the lighting, but this was a nighttime flight, so it's really hard to video, especially when Emirates changes the lighting for us to prepare us for bed. But let's take a closer look at what we got. Now, the colour of the bag is actually a cream colour, a bit hard to tell in this lighting. A little mirror that'll go in your bag, a comb or a brush, whatever you want to call that. some face lotion, a deodorant, and in this little box is a perfume. We got a body lotion, a lip balm in the front there. We also got some tissues, a dental kit, which was toothpaste and toothbrush, and some earplugs. Oh, and also a hairband that I dropped out of my reach. You know how I love his and hers, his and hers. We've both got different amenities, kids. I'll show you what's inside. The his version was very close to what the hers version was. As you can see, the bag is like a chocolate brown colour. Now in the box they got some cologne, they had shaving foam, deodorant, they had body lotion and aftershave balm, a lip balm, a razor, earplugs, dental kit, a folding brush and a packet of tissues. The amenities kits, you only get that when you're on a long haul flight. And I think a long haul flight is classified anything over 6 hours. And next came this.
Would you like to have pyjama?
Yes, please.
Size?
Ooh, what do they go in? Small, medium and large?
Small, medium, and you have large, extra large.
Yeah, I'll probably need that. Nice and loose.
Oversized, yeah. So
Nice
it's
and
gonna be
loose.
good, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. That poor man having to ask all the ladies what size do they want. We also get pyjamas or loungewear. I wish you could feel how soft the material is. The bag feels so soft. And slippers. Now let's take a closer look at those slippers. As you can see here, there's a back in them to hold them on better. Now at the front, they come up further on your foot and the material is so soft. The bottom is non-slip and the fit is just so snug. Now also in that little bag, we got an eye mask made out of the same material. So soft on your face. These were perfect and I'll be using them again. The surprises just keep coming. Next came a hot towel. So refreshing to be able to wipe over your hands and your face, I suppose, if you want to.
Hello, sir. Can I get you anything else?
Let's take a look up. Now, of course, we all know no smoking. When this sign's on, seat belts fasten. But there's some air vents up there. Let's open those up. Okay, next thing, my headphones. Now, I'm going to put them on before we take off. As you can see, it's a plug there. This is where all the outlets are. And it's a three-pronged plug. That's hard to say. And you just push it in and that's it. Simple. Okay, here we go. We've pulled away now and we're about to take off. But you might notice it's raining. It is winter in Australia at the moment. Now I know I'm anxious at the airport, but I've got to say, once the plane pulls away from the building and we start to take off, I love to watch the comings and goings of what's happening behind the scenes. All those little trucks and the baggage and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments down below if you like that. Oh, and here's another love. I like to watch the screen where the cameras are either on the front of the plane or the back of the plane or even the one that's underneath. I do like to just switch onto that and watch what happens as we take off. Maybe that's just my coping mechanism, so I'm not anxious about taking off. Let's just watch this last little bit and listen to the sound. And there you go, we have taken off. Let's have a look at the screen again. Now we're heading off over the ocean to start with. And this was really cool. It was a full moon tonight, and the moon shining on those clouds, it just looked spectacular. Okay, let's get out the map. Now this is going to be the very first map of our tour. So here we are, we're starting in Sydney, Australia. We're then going to head off on the first leg, which is going to take us to Dubai. And once there, we're going to transfer and go across to Prague, but that'll be coming up. Okay, let's take a look at a few things before the lights get dark. This is my legs stretched right out. My jammies, my blanket, my amenities kit on the top shelf there. Now underneath, I've stored my handbag and my shoes. Of course, you can see I have my slippers on, and they're so comfortable. Now, let's take a look. To the side of me, I still have a little bit of space each side. And I'm lucky enough to be close to the window. Warren is a little bit further away. Now I'm just getting settled in my seat, and I wanted to show you this storage compartment. That's my handbag I have in here, but I want you to see how far down it goes. That's really, really deep. My whole arm went in. Now I can see they're coming to put our mattress on our seats. They do this fairly early in the flight, not long after we take off. That way you can choose if you want to just lay straight down and go to sleep. It is a nighttime flight. Otherwise, you might want to sit and watch a show, and there will be a meal coming shortly. Comfy? Here's a close-up look at the material, but I'll show you a bit more on my next flight when the light's better. Okay, I just want to show you, this is our little bar that we have, mini bar at our seat. Now, it's nighttime, so of course it looks blue. It's not cold. Everything is just at room temperature. But we get waters, multiple waters to choose from, a glass to drink out of, and this looks like snacks. I'm going to pull that out so I can show you. Okay, some nuts, but they've already brought us some nuts, but that's nice. And this is a bar, a protein bar. That's what's in our mini bar. I suppose you could ask them for anything you like and just put it in there so that when everybody's asleep, it won't matter. That's the mini bar. Okay, we're going up to the bar. Just looking here. Warren's got a drink ordered. They got all sorts of snacks and things up here. What has he ordered? Let's go and ask him what he's ordered.
A Chef's Regal and a Coke.
Ooh. Now, as I said before, I don't really like to drink alcohol on the plane, but that doesn't mean the same for my husband. Now, of course, you can order a drink from your seat from the crew, but we're in business class and we're making the most of everything. So we went to the bar and ordered directly at the bar. Who would think we would be in the bar on an A380 in business class? So when you come up here, they've got snacks. You can see there. They've also got a TV up here if you want to come up here and watch the TV. We've got a nice lounge. I'm sorry how dark it is. There it is. And if you want to look out the windows, you can do that too. But nothing. I'll have to show you on the next flight. It's a daytime flight. There's even like a little bar to stand at. So cool. Okay, we're going to make our way back to our seats because there'll be a meal coming soon. Now I will be coming back in a minute to put my loungewear on. We won't be the only ones. It just about probably 1/3 of the cabin has already put them on. Glad hubby's in front of me, I might get lost. And here is his. And here is hers. Now as you can see, my seat's closer to the window. Warren is closer to the aisle. But other than that, everything else is the same. Let's just take a moment to discuss the position of the seats. Now, hubby did make a really good point to me after we'd done all this flying. If you look where he's sitting, he's right on the edge of the aisle. Now, that's fine, but the person opposite him is right on the edge of the aisle. We're not quite sure why they wouldn't have the person opposite to be like the blank wall, and so nobody would be really close to somebody else. Now, maybe there's a reason behind this, but we couldn't work that out. We actually thought it would be better for the crew as well, because when they get to that spot where two people are, they're trying really hard not to bump either one of them. So at least if there was a wall there, it would be only one person that they were avoiding. Anyway, it wasn't really an issue.
Can I open the tray?
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, so they're getting us ready for dinner. Let's have a little look. There is my tray. Does it go forward? No. Does it come back? No. Does it? Right, so once it's here and it's locked, it doesn't actually move any further. But I'm fine with that because once I eat, I'll pack it away anyway. Now this is the lighting from the plane, but I'm going to try and put the light on and see if that helps any. And here it is. This is our appetizer. So I've ordered the salmon, spring rolls and a nice salad. I think the light definitely helps. So this is the salmon. And then we had a lovely salad to go with it. Okay, here's a disappointment. When I unravelled my cutlery, you might be able to see there's a bit of food stuck on this fork. Now, I know, sometimes they go through the dishwasher and they don't clean properly. I did ask the crew member to come and change it and give me another fork, at which she did, but all I can say is check your cutlery. Next came my main meal, which was bazaar chicken, and it was just a little bit spicy, not too much. Lastly, we finished with a beautiful dessert. Oh, and let's not forget chocolates as well. Let's take a look inside at the chocolates. Sorry, it was hard to get the box open. Now, the whole thing was done quite fast so you can get to sleep. I think in total from when they served to when they cleared away was about 45 minutes, which is great. And I ordered a Coke to come after dinner. Now that dinner's finished, we're going to head up and change our clothes so that we can try and get some sleep. Now you have to walk through the bar to get to the bathrooms where you change. And when I was there, it was a bit brighter. They had more lights on. So showing you some of the things now. There's cake that you can get. And over here, there's little cakes that are boxed up. And if they're not busy, they have a Polaroid camera. They'll take a Polaroid of you. It's a nice memory. Okay, back to the bathrooms and changing, and I'll show you inside. It's not a huge space, but I'm sure it's bigger than economy. Okay, now I'm standing in one spot and just going to spin around. Taking a look here, there's toilet covers and sick bags. Now this is to pull down and sit on to change into your loungewear, or you can just use it for a baby change table. Once you finish, it just clips back up. There's a handle here if you need it, a full-length mirror, yes, hello. And then this is the door where we came in. Turning this way, there's another mirror. We also have some cloth towels to wipe your hands on, but they have tissues and paper towel as well. Now, underneath my loungewear is where you'll put the used towels. The paper ones go over there on the left. Now, taking a look here, yes, there's a window, but we better close it. It's dark outside, you can't see anything. Here's some little drawers that have extra amenities in it if you need them. There's another lot. And that's it for the bathroom. Now, I was on the outside of the plane, and Warren went into the bathroom that's in the centre of the plane. As you can see, they're pretty much the same. The one in the centre, of course, does not have a window. Now I've cleared everything out of the foot compartment here and put all my bags in the storage compartment. I'm ready to make up my bed. But first, I'm going to enjoy this nice hot chocolate. If you want hot chocolate, you have to ask for that. Time to work all these buttons out on how to lay it down. Now you can see the buttons are just here on the side of the seat, and you have to press and hold. So you can see it's starting to lay out. You can stop it at any angle here, whatever suits you. But I'll just lay it right down so you can see it. Oh no, call me crazy, call me old, just call me plain old tired. I've caught the mattress up, so I'm going to have to sit the seat up again to pull that out to lay it down properly. And here it is, all ready for me to get in. Turn off the lights. And as you can see, Emirates has changed the lighting in the plane so that everybody can sleep peacefully in the dark. Now here it is, laying in the bed. I want you to see my head's not quite to the top. Just showing you in the other direction. It's a nice distance away from the screen. And you can see there's my feet going under. Now I know it's dark, it's really hard to tell. But my feet were not squashed in any way. There was plenty of room under there. Now I'm going to finish my hot chocolate and then I'm going to watch the stars. Yes, there's stars on the ceiling, and drift off to sleep. Well, that's the plan. I'm not a very good sleeper, but that's what I'm hoping for. Time to say good night and switch off the camera. Oh dear, did I mention I'm not very good at sleeping? Well, I did get 4 hours sleep, and it was broken sleep, but it was still a lot better than what I would have gotten in economy. And the next thing I knew, I could smell food. It was time for breakfast, and I thought I'd get the table out to show you. Now, the table was a little bit tricky. It was very stiff, but I did get it out. And I did put on the light so that I could see when I was filming. But it lit up the cabin so much that I turned it off really quickly. It's lovely that they come and cover your tray with a cloth. At least I know it's clean. Thank you so much. It's beautiful, thank you. Let's take a look at what I got. Now, I'm sorry for the lighting, but some people opted to sleep through breakfast, so I'm not putting the light on. So we got some fresh fruit, and we got a croissant, and over here is a frittata, I think. We ordered it so long ago, I've forgotten. Now this over here, this is strawberry jam. And this little one here is butter. So they've cleared away breakfast and the lights have come up a bit brighter so I can show you. This is the table. It just folds back in there and it does push hard and it clicks in. Now I'm going to show you more about the entertainment screen later, but I wanted to show you this. Emirates put up your connections. So you can look up your flight number and destination and it will tell you the gate you need to go to. But keep an eye on this. At the bottom it says subject to change. This is us here. We're going to Prague and gate C is where we need to go to. Oh, but it's saying we're coming in at gate B19. Now we're going to have to find our way around, but we have 4 hours, so that will be fine. And I have the Emirates app on my phone, and I know that it has a map included on it. So I'm going to look up and see where I'm going. Now you can see it has a lovely little blue man that shows you which way to walk. You can also pull up this screen at the bottom and it'll give you the steps that you have to do. It'll tell you things like get on an escalator. Okay, this seems quite easy, same terminal, and I'm not feeling anxious at all. Now, just before we were ready to land, I checked it again. Lucky, because now we've changed to A9. So we've got to get from A9 to C. I am starting to feel a little bit anxious, but I'm going to look on that map again. Now, looking at the map, the little blue man seems to be on one side and there's a gap in the middle. Now, let's zoom in and see what that means. It looks to me like we're going to have to catch some sort of a bus or something across to the other concourse. I vaguely remember watching a YouTube on that. So this is the way we'll go, and we're going to pop out there and then walk up to this escalator. Okay, well, I'm going to trust it. Now I've opened up the window and I can see lights, so we're nearly ready to land. Let's have a look on the other map. You can see this is the plane. The information on the bottom of the screen there. And yes, it does say 4 a.m. Now I am tired, but not as tired as I normally am after 4 hours sleep. I think the excitement of being in business class and checking everything out just kept me occupied. Now it's a long way from Australia to Dubai, 14 and a half hours actually, and I'm glad we did it in business class. But I will be glad to get off this plane only for 4 hours, and then we do the second part of our trip. We'll be going Emirates Business Class to Prague. But if you want to see that part of the trip, you're going to have to wait for the next video. Also coming up next, I'm going to show you another Emirates Business Class lounge. And then When we get on board that next flight, I'm going to show you business class in the daylight, so you do not want to miss it. And how do you not miss it? Subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up.